Hey everybody, Ryan FMTG here to talk about a new deck that I at least find fun and exciting, and I hope you do as well. But before that, just a little reminder that I am working on Ryan F Teppenpedia. You can find a link to that website down in the description below. And basically the website that a lot of you probably are already familiar with because you watch these videos, but for those who are not familiar, the website is just basically a collection of a lot of different decks of all kinds from a lot of different players, all on one place on the internet. So hopefully when you're kind of brewing around or want to see what other people are playing, you could use that as a resource. And if you ever want to see your deck on the website, just tweet at me, or you can even put a description, or a comment in this video. And, about once or twice a week, I just kind of do a whole deck dump on the website. That's enough about that, though. Today we are doing Akuma Senku, and this is a list from Pro Circuit Scrub. He is kind of the player that a lot of the times when I want Akuma flight combo, I'm looking at this monster dragon, I go to his list because he's the one that introduced me to this, and I usually like the changes that he makes to it, so this is a good starting point. The new card, though, is Exploding Lightning Rod. This is 1 MP. It's very awkwardly worded, but basically it means deal 5 damage to a unit with flight and remove flight. This is great against any flight deck, have it be the mirror match or anything, right? Like a Ryu that's playing the hasty flight dragon and stuff like that. Also, what is great about this is that it's a 1 MP action that you can just play. It doesn't need a target, right? You can just kind of play it just to cantrip, play it, draw a card, try to get to the better pieces of your deck, because this is a combo deck. So sometimes combo decks break off, but this is nice because, yet again, you can just cantrip your way through your deck. A lot of the rest of the deck are cards that usually haven't been seen play in this type of deck, but maybe just the numbers are a little bit there. But we basically have 3 ways to tutor up our monster. We have 3 summon minions, and then we have 3 Hatred Reborn, which is a way if our monster does die, we can resurrect it, bring it back from the graveyard. So those 6 cards are just fantastic ways to just almost kind of be playing more than just 3 of Astalos. And then our only other unit is Killer Bee Cammy, because this is so good when you are just spamming actions left and right. This gets so big so fast. And we are playing 1 Malice just so that maybe we can get another Astalos in the graveyard or protect it or Cammy from a removal spell. Then our pump spells are 3 Bloodbath Frenzy. This is a pump spell and also sometimes just a win con, because having the instant attack on a big Cammy or big flight dragon can just kind of win the game in it of itself. That is why we are playing 3. And then we are playing Valor just because this is a great kind of broken legendary for this style of a deck. And then not necessarily pump spells, but ways that we can help our unit stay alive is we are playing 3 Wall Jump and 2 Blade Shattering Defense. And we are also playing 3 Disarm just because there's a lot of powerful units in this format. So just playing 3 Seal Effects is extremely good. And then we are playing 3 Raging Dust Cloud because this is kind of like pseudo life gain, right? Because it's protecting your life total. And then kind of why Lightning Rod is so good is you can just play this on an empty board and just kind of cantrip through your deck to find your combo pieces. And the last card I didn't talk about, which is a pump spell, is the Doll's Memory. 2 MP for +4/-4. However, Memory 7, which isn't that hard for this deck to get to, it gets +4/+4. So this is just a fantastic pump spell. I played this deck on stream a couple days ago, so the matches that you will be watching are just pre-recorded matches that I'll pick, 4 or 5 from to show you, and then at the end I'll kind of give you my thoughts and overall impression of how this deck is situated in the meta. It's basically anytime you have 1 Astalos, you can keep the hand. And let's do this now, so then if they do something, we actually net the 2 free MP, so we can disarm their Dulcim or something like that. We want to keep Killer Bee Cammy in hand. Let's just disarm this. Sure. I kind of want to wait for Blade Shattering Defense to actually give the shield and not just the HP buff. So unfortunately, we'll only use 1 of our free stuff and not 2. And let's go for this now. If they do something We could kind of go a little bit more all in. Let's actually do this. Because they're still a little bit far away from their hero power. So I'm not super worried about that. Even though it does do 6 since we do have flight. And let's do this. Because they do have bounce spells, right? Game Malice is good because now if they try to bounce it, we can like Malice and then whatnot. Well, Tilt. I was not really watching. That was a lot of flashy movements all at once, and I was like, what is going on? What's going on? Oh, okay, that's Jin, right? So we could just play Killer Bee Cammy. We maybe wanted to wait for that to get hit first, but is what it is. And let's just do this. Especially with Frenzy, this should be pretty darn lethal. Like, because this will be 10 right now. Yeah, this is... Because previous season, I know I was playing Heavily Kicks Chun-Li in that spot. You know, the green legendary spot, as it were. You could play both, right? But I think... already, Killer Bee Cammy, it wins very fast, right? Just is definitely a mulligan. Okay. Let's just play that. Having 3 disarms does not look particularly the best, but we are playing against X, and they usually have a lot of things that I don't mind just cantripping. Let's just do this, just to make this a 2-5. No, I meant to say disarming, not cantripping. Sure, I wonder if we just kind of have to do... I'm almost tempted to just do the Frenzy. However, I think we just have to do it now, because I don't want to hit a point in time where we're not gaining any MP. That is super dangerous.
Throw down your weapons and surrender.
I think we just do this. And like, it's kind of nice that they use their evasionary act like there, because like that just did like nothing for them really, right? It's like, well, okay, you reset this whatever it was, that's not that big. We don't, unfortunately we can't use Hatred Reborn. We'll quickly do that, and fantastic. Because we still could just kind of throw some cards away to turn through our deck. And now we really don't mind that when this dies, or kind of even this, because we have 2 Hatred Reborns now. Well, we'll just do this because we are... Ooh, that was a fantastic draw, because now we have a lot of gas. We'll tilt. I was like, oh, we'll poke in for that 1 damage. Whatever, we can Hatred Reborn and play the other Astrals. We could just do this. Let's just do this to just get more, yeah, triggers. I'm assuming they have a lot of disarms, but it is what it is. Let's just do this.
Throw down your weapons and surrender.
What? Why? Okay. It's not a great card. But maybe, I think this is an A-rank player. Maybe it's a little bit new player friendly or something like that, right? Because it is a free card. Or my guess is maybe that could be like the third or fourth seal rather than other stuff. We actually maybe wanted to wait for this to kill this, but yeah. Let's just do that. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can kill stuff with this. Actually, I don't know if I care. Like, we could kill that with it, but like, I don't think I actually care. I just kind of want to keep cantripping until we get like another Astalos or like Hatred Reborn or something like that. Or even at this time, Killer Bee Cammy. We could be cantripping this, but I don't mind actually kind of trying to save this for a little bit longer. Sure. Yet again, I'm super happy that they're doing that on that because like Evasion Action is like a really good card once we pump up something. Because now we could actually use the Doll's Memory on this guy up there. Let's do this. Do we have another? I know we have one. We have one in our graveyard, so obviously we do Hatred Reborn. And now I'm just going to try to play Dual Tilt. Still, a 6/9 is so scary for the opponent, right? Like, that is going to do a lot of work. And as soon as something dies, we could just play Killer Bee. Let's just do this. If they want to seal this or something, that's fine. Let's just do this, because it just really makes it pump up. Yes, it's not lethal, but it's going to be 5, and then it could just go again.
Critical damage sustained. Pure energy becomes pure strength.
Let's just do this, because then this plus this is lethal, and if this doesn't go through, then we can just frenzy halfway through. Yeah, that's fine.
End all conflict.
Yeah, I think overall the green decks can be a little bit hard because there is action and trap and disarm, stuff like that, but overall I think it is a pretty good matchup. We could keep this. I think I want to net MP, play this, and wait to try to play. Yeah, awesome. Because now we can play this. If they try to kill this, we can wall jump, and now we just have 2 things. I actually don't know if I want to wall jump here. I wanted to wait because now if they try to kill this, we can actually just Malice or we can wall jump. Let's do, ooh, Blaze Shatter defense is fantastic. Let's do this. See what they have. They still have 3 MP. Our stuff is weak for sure, but they don't have much going on themselves. Let's do this, because now if they try to kill this, we can Blade Iron defense and just take a lot of resources away from them. That's fine, I'm not going to do anything here, because this gets 9 points of damage in and just gives us a lot more HP. Okay, that's fair. Let's do Hatred Reborn. We could have tried to do Malice, but I think this is better. Let's just do this, and now we can do Valor. And that should do it. Yeah. Because then we just had Agility and I can't deal with it. I kind of like the Akuma versus the red decks. Like, it can be a little bit scary, but yet again, sometimes with this deck you need to embrace the fear, the scariness, and just kind of go for it. We maybe should have waited a little bit so we had more MP to play around with, but it is what it is. What I mean embrace the scary is just like, yep, play two things, you know, shield it up and kind of hope for the best. Let's just kind of want to do this. Okay, it was kind of, you know, I think they had 3 MP to play with, so it was, you know, closing the shields, but hey, let's be aggressive, because now, like, we are in such a commanding lead that it's not even particularly close. Because now that they target something, we could just Blade Shattering defense whatever they have. Ooh, that's great. It would have been great if we did the Lightning Rod to kill the Hellbat, but I just didn't really see that in time. Now whatever they try to detonate, we can just do this. They do have 2 MP to play with. Well, let's just do this because it's the weakest one. I know, this is just kind of game because we can just like Frenzy. Once this hits, we can just Frenzy. Well, actually, we don't even need to. Overall, when I streamed this a couple days ago, it is really powerful, right? I won some, I lost some, but I did more winning than losing because this is just an intrinsically powerful deck, right? Your combo pieces are so powerful and just play with cantripping and pumping it up and recursion, and that's why people find this so salty to play against, right? Because sometimes your opponent is just helpless, right? They can't really do much. Even if they kill one dragon, you can get another one and just like that. But I really like this deck. However, you know, in about 2 weeks, that's when the balance changes are coming around, and some of these cards are on the chopping block, as it were, and especially, you know, kind of the namesake of the deck is up for a buff or nerf. Probably a nerf. It's not going to get a buff. I would be shocked if it did, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. But for, you know, at least how much it's nerfed, right? Maybe it's nerfed a little bit, and it's still a really good deck. But in the meantime, hey, if you want a fast, aggressive, combo-centric deck that can just win the game right fast and feels really good when you do sometimes, you know, you have 2 weeks to play this deck, and I like it a lot. So if I want to kind of do some grind session of ranking up, this is on the top of my list, that and like Ouroboros. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.